I'm 4-1 meteorologist Kim Adams. It's dry right now, but storms closing in on Metro Detroit. We'll talk about timing coming up in the forecast.
First at 4, new video of a rough arrest in Warren. We'll show you what happened moments before this part of the confrontation. It's all part of a lawsuit. Also, millions of parents are a step closer to another COVID booster shot decision. Why these shots are supposed to be better than the ones that came before. Plus, we have this.
One city is encouraging its residents to embrace the spooky season. I'll show you how homeowners are going all out this year to keep Halloween alive, unlike the people buried here.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
All right, let's start with breaking news in the search for Zion Foster. Detroit police telling Local 4 the painstaking dig for remains at a landfill in Macomb County has come to an end. The missing teenager's cousin says Foster died when they were hanging out and he put her body in a dumpster. That led search crews to the Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township. Foster's mother tells us police told her they've been unable to find anything linked to her daughter's remains. Police plan to have a news conference next week. All right, let's talk about the wind, the showers and storms headed into Metro Detroit. You definitely want to monitor weather conditions throughout the evening, especially if you've got those kids' sports practices, etc. Kim Adams standing by with a preview of what we all can expect.
Well, it's going to be close for kids that have sports up until about 8 o'clock tonight because we do expect storms to roll in anytime after 6 o'clock. Right now it's quiet here in Metro Detroit, but you can feel that wind and something is coming, and that something is a cold front. Right now there are some heavy showers, even a few thunderstorms back out to the west. The heaviest rain right now moving through Grand Rapids, wind gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. Back at home, we have temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s, so still well above average here. The cold front has yet to clear us. Once it does, temperatures will drop. So far, the highest wind gusts are around 30 miles per hour, but once those storms move in, we could have 40, even 50 mile per hour gusts. Again, the showers arrive sometime after 6 o'clock, so between 8 and midnight, we will be tracking storms here in the Local 4 Weather Center. Karen?
All right, we'll check back in a little bit. Thanks, Kim. Family of a 17-year-old is filing a federal lawsuit against Warren police and also releasing body cam video of a rough arrest. Now, we do have a warning. The video could be very hard for some of you to watch. This is a photo of Tyler Wade after the arrest back on June 2nd. He was involved in a police chase in a stolen car, but it's what happened after he was pulled over that his attorney says violated Wade's constitutional rights. Here's just some of the body cam video that shows him being pulled out of the car. Wade's attorneys say it shows officers punching the teen several times, even though he was not resisting. He calls the force unreasonable and excessive.
Why are you hitting me? I am not resisting. I put my hands up. Those were the words of a 17-year-old boy after he was dragged out of a car by grown men, slammed to the ground, and then beaten until he laid in the pool of his own blood.
I'm just scared to go places and stuff. Like, I don't even like leaving the house anymore, to be honest. Like, I don't leave the house. I'm like scared of police.
Wade pleaded no contest to receiving and concealing a stolen vehicle, as well as fleeing and eluding police. We've got a crew going through this video and also seeking an updated response from Warren police. Our coverage continues tonight at 5. Detroit police are investigating a shooting on the city's west side. A 35-year-old man is dead. Right now, we are in the early stages of gathering information. Police tell us it looks like a homeowner fired a gun at someone who was trying to break into a home on Lorraine. That's near I-94 in Linwood. Officers say it appears the man was trying to force his way in through a window. Police have been questioning the two people inside the home at the time of the shooting. We're also tracking an investigation into the Oxford High School shooting. Parents have been demanding for months. Today, a private firm hired by the school district is conducting a new round of interviews with any member of the public who might have information about the shooting the weeks before. Also, the school's response. Interviews are being held at hotels in Orion Township and Pontiac over 3 days. The shooting last November left 4 students dead and 7 other people injured. Coming up at 5, Sean Lay talks with the head of the firm conducting the investigation on what they hope to accomplish and when we could see results. American families are one step closer to a new improved COVID booster shot for children as young as 5. Today, the FDA authorized new boosters from Pfizer for kids between 5 and 11 years old. It will also allow Moderna's shot for kids as young as 6. While Americans may have vaccine fatigue, the new shots are called bivalent because half the formula targets the original strain of COVID-19, while the other offers protection against newer Omicron versions. The CDC, which recommends how the vaccine should be used, still needs to sign off before the shots are available. We're also tracking some new rescues and new nuclear concerns over in Ukraine. Russia has been pounding the country with missile strikes over the past few days. Kimberly Gill in the news with some of today's key developments. Kim.
Hi, Karen. Yes, good afternoon. The U.S. and its allies are hoping the wave of missile strikes are showing just how desperate Russia has become. But the reality for Ukrainians is a new sense of fear and danger as missiles rain down on them. Take a look at this video from a family being rescued from the rubble of their home following a Russian strike on a city in southeast Ukraine, I should say. You can see rescue teams had to help a young girl squeeze through an opening there from the basement, followed by other family members. Yesterday's bombardment hit both civilian areas and energy infrastructure. And that home is in the same region that contains Europe's largest nuclear power plant. Today, it lost all external power for the second time in 5 days. While all 6 reactors have been stopped due to the war, they need power to maintain safety systems to prevent the reactors from overheating to the point of a meltdown. The power plant was reconnected about 8 hours later, but experts say the outages show just how precarious the situation has become. Meanwhile, Western allies are not giving up on their support of Ukraine. They're vowing to provide more powerful air defense systems to help fight off Russian missiles. We'll have more from Washington on how President Biden is responding to Russia's new moves. That's tonight when you join us for Local 4 News at 5. Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right, we'll see you at 5. Thank you, Kim. We are told some surprising information could be revealed tomorrow as the January 6th House Committee holds a new public hearing. One panel member says the hearing will focus on alleged close ties between the people in the Trump world and extremist groups. Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren told CNN the hearing will focus on new material the committee discovered during the summer. Now, this will be the committee's 9th public hearing, scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow after being delayed by Hurricane Ian late last month. Well, we're just a few weeks away from Halloween, and the city of Livonia is making things pretty interesting for residents who want to celebrate the holiday in style. Local 4's Kim DeGiulio went into one neighborhood to talk about the Haunt Your Home contest.
The residents of Livonia put on a spectacular Christmas display every year. And now the city is encouraging its residents to get into the holiday spirit even earlier, this year starting with Halloween.
It is literally a year-long process.
Laura Perkins referring to her husband, who goes crazy for Halloween every year.
Strictly Halloween. I keep telling my husband we need to do Christmas, and I'm even like, you could throw Krampus in there to, the scary Santa, but yeah.
There's something about the fun of spooking people that makes this season so fun for Laura and her husband, who create and repurpose a lot of the decorations you see here on display. Her husband even made this electronic skeleton.
It's been probably on my kitchen counter for about 3 months. So you walk in at midnight and you got a man standing there.
And you can only imagine the couple's excitement when they learned that this year their city was launching a Halloween decor contest, much like the popular Christmas display contest, Light Up Livonia.
I mean, we're not in it to win it. We're in it so that other people can drive by and see what we do.
More people are putting up things than they used to.
Marianne Compton has lived in this neighborhood for over 50 years.
And the color at night is the thing to see here.
She says the new competition has really made walking around the neighborhood a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing little children come. They're so excited and all. I hope it's a nice day so they can not have to wear too many coats.
Laura says it's a lot of work to put out all of these decorations each year, but living in a neighborhood that embraces the fun of Halloween is something she'll never take for granted.
We actually lived in a small town in Grand Rapids for about 6 years. We didn't have trick-or-treaters. So I actually got rid of all our Halloween stuff when we were in Grand Rapids. The contest is called Haunt Your Home, and you have until October 17th to register your home with the city's Parks Department. Reporting in Livonia, I'm Kim DeGiulio, Local 4.
And by the way, Mayor Maureen Miller Brosnan and the Ghostbusters will visit 3 winners on October 25th.